We're gonna solve this mystery. Why did Shamar Stewart not have any, not had that many sacks in his collegiate career? So we're gonna get into this film and let's see if he's cut out. Let's see if the Bears should maybe check him out at 10.
You got Shamar in the 3-point stance coming off. He's on the weak side, which is the premier edge rush position at the NFL. You got Will Campbell there, so he's coming out of the 3-point stance. He's low. Um, and click play. So one of the things I noticed about Shamar is the lack of counters as an edge rusher. He doesn't have a secondary move, and as you see right there, he let Will Campbell get his hands on him first. So I mean, Will Campbell's an elite. He's an elite left tackle at the collegiate level. But you see right there, you saw Will Campbell get into his chest first though, and then you see Shamar Stewart. He's a very good athlete in terms of 40 vertical broad jump. But the more I break down his tape, you don't see, in addition to not having that secondary, that counter pass rush move, he's pretty much a standard bull rusher and speed rusher. And that's not going to work with guys with great technique. Because you saw Will, he tried to dip his pad level there and got washed out of it. And the quarterback steps into the pocket. Now, I've looked at some extended games with Shamar. And one of the things you notice is the interior gets no push up the middle. So, I mean, if he gets with an NFL team where you have a very good interior, that quarterback isn't able to step up. But NFL quarterbacks, you get guys like Baker Mayfield who move around well in the pocket, or you get a guy like Lamar Jackson or even Justin Fields. When you break containment like that, as you see Shamar got all the way outside and then just washed out the play, you're going to have a Justin Fields or Lamar Jackson step up in that passing lane, step up in that lane that you vacated, and they're going to go for a big first down. Also, right there is where he dips his shoulder. So I've noticed the things that Shamar lacks is that balance and that natural lean that a lot of edge rushers can generate when they're coming under Will Campbell. You see with guys like, we've seen guys in the past, former Bears, Robert Quinn and Khalil Mack, they're able to get low on that corner, maintain their pad level and their balance, and then stand up and sack the quarterback. If you play it, you'll see Will Campbell just pushes Shamar out of the frame and he falls. That's what I'm talking about with the pad level and natural lean. He doesn't display that, which is my concern with drafting him number 10 overall, because you may feel that with good coaching, you could develop him in that, but it's just not that natural. He doesn't have a lot of quickness, the lateral quickness. You see a guy like, for example, J.J. Watt, T.J. Watt. They're quick in them little short area spaces. You think of them as just strong guys, but they're also quick. They get linemen off balance, and then they can throw that club move. Shamar doesn't get these guys off balance with he's got a good initial burst, but there's no counter moves. And like I said, there's speed, but there isn't that balance and that agility as an edge rusher. So when I look at a Shamar Stewart, the more I've seen of his film, and I've looked at him a lot, I don't think he's your edge in an even front. I think he's more of a guy that you want in an odd front, is that 5 technique. You line up over that tackle because he does set the edge well. He is very strong in run support because he's a strong kid. But as a natural edge rusher, I don't see that right now out of his tape. So I know they said he gets a lot of pressures and not worry about the sack total. But I think it'll be the same thing in the NFL. I think because he's a strong guy and a bull rusher, he can affect the quarterback. But these guys are so good at the NFL at moving around in the pocket that if you're not really hurrying them off the snap, like you saw that snap there, the quarterback just stepped up, you're still not going to get a lot of production. So that's my concern with Shamar Stewart.
Let's see what you see here.
So yeah, I see him lined up on the left side. Actually, he looked like he was inside playing that 3 technique. Was he inside? Okay, he's coming
Yeah,
out
he
of
was
2-point
inside.
stance right now.
Let's go back.
He's
Let's
coming
go
out of
back.
2-point stance right now.
So
Now I
this one,
did like that.
he was inside on this one. We got 8 up.
He got stoned. Even though he's a strong kid, I don't know if he has enough base to play inside consistently. Because you see, he had no drive on that one. So I don't think I've seen Texas A&M moving around the formation. I've even seen him standing up I've even seen him rushing as a out of 2-point stance. So I mean, the kid is athletic. I can see things you could do with him in the NFL. Like we saw that next play on the stunt. Um, he got there quickly. I couldn't see how if he really got good pressure, but I could see things like stunts working for him because he's fast. But the pass rush, the natural feel for pass rushing, it's just not there. And I don't think that's something, that innate ability, you can just coach up into a player. I think those are Shamar Stewart is a player that gets coaches fired, or as a coordinator, as a head coach, because you keep waiting for that development and you're out the door by year 2 or 3. You invest a high pick in Shamar Stewart, really, it scares me because you're banking on that potential and your coaching staff developing something that really wasn't there in college. Now, see, that is an example of what his athleticism can do on that stunt. He used pure speed to cross that interior lineman's face and chase the quarterback out of pocket. So those are things you can utilize. I'm not saying he's not a solid pick, and won't be a solid player at NFL level. My concern is investing a top 10 pick on him. When you invest a top 10 pick, you want a guy to have a certain floor and a high ceiling. I think Shamar Stewart has a decent floor, but I don't see it with the ceiling. See, those are things you can utilize him in. Things like stunts, um, where you could get him with the speed. I mean, because right there you didn't need the natural edge rushing ability, um, because you're really trying to confuse the offensive line. So I could see him. That's why I say I could see him as a 5 technique in a 3-4, because he is strong at the point, and I can see you utilizing his athleticism. But um, not to sound like a broken record, I don't see it as an edge. Shamar got him out the pocket. I want to see how the play ended. Quarterback reacts well and gets. It looked like he probably went for a first down there.
Yeah, he got pretty far on that one.
But see, you do it at the NFL level with guys like Lamar Jackson, Justin Fields, Jaden Daniels. You're going to get hurt. You're going to get hurt bad. Yeah, he's a damn on the ground. He didn't make any impact on that play again. Again, there you see the tape and you see him in a lot of. I didn't see where the ball ended up on that play. Was that a hit that play button again? I was focused on Shamar.
He got sacked by the interior guy. Let's run that back. See, number was I can't see his number right there.
Yeah, that's just bad quarterback play right there, because he had a lane to step up in. He could have navigated, climbed that pocket, but Shamar didn't really impact that. I mean, Shamar got pretty much stoned. Who are they playing? Is that Missouri? Membo mirrors him, stands him up, puts him on the ground. Yeah, I mean, a lot of his a lot of his pass rush one-on-ones look like that. And the thing is, for a guy with his athleticism, you don't see college offenses respect him in terms of they're chipping or double teaming. That's my big concern. Like if a guy like that was the only good lineman on his team, and you just got the blocking scheme shifting towards him, or you got him getting chipped by tight ends, or even backs, or double teams, they're not even rolling protection to his side. Um, Teams that, and again, Membo and Will Campbell are very good. They're very good tackles. They're both going to be drafted in the top 10, but they're not perfect pass protect. I mean, a lot of people think both of them need to slide inside, and you see Shamar Stewart in these one-on-ones and losing consistently.
All right, our next play, we got him in the pass rush against another left tackle, 1-on-1. And more of what you said, no move. Let's check it out.
He's in a 2-point stance. Mimble gets out, mirrors him. He goes straight to a speed rush. Quarterback breaks containment. Oh, a nasty little juke. Yeah, my concern with Shamar is the combine numbers made him. They almost they're going to help him out financially, but they're going to hurt him as far as expectations. Because somebody picks him high, they're gonna start him or play him significantly right away. It's a guy that needs to sit and develop as an edge rusher. And then you're gonna have fans labeling him a bust when he comes out into the league and it's only able to muster a few sacks. Another straight speed rush. no, no counter, no shimmy, no getting lineman off balance. Just straight inside arm, makes contact first, doesn't break any engagement. This is the Shamar Stewart tape. I mean, there's a the bull rush is strong initially, but he doesn't engage. He gets that offensive lineman lean back right there, but that's where you disengage and you either throw him to the side and you cut inside. He keeps bull rushing. That's 90% of his tape. Bull rush, speed rush, and stopped.
He's lining up as a D tackle on the
Yeah,
inside.
you see him move around a lot on the formation. That's the one thing I like about him, the versatility. Okay, so he's lined up in between the guard and the tackle, kind of a 3 technique. So the tackle gives him an initial chip, and then I think he moves over to is that Nick Scarton on Scarton on the other edge. So tackle and guard did what they supposed to. It was not necessarily double team. That's how they teach you. They teach you chip on the 3 technique, and then move to the edge if you have the time. Trying to see why the quarterback was flushed out the pocket. Okay, Scarton, Nick Scarton made him. Yes, that's another not a win, another not win. But you see the athleticism there to chase him down and run the quarterback out of bounds. So the athleticism, the speed shows up on tape. Um, when you talk about just pure straight line speed, it does not show up in terms of the lateral agility and the small things at the line of scrimmage.
I agree. At this level, he's going to have to develop at least one move and a counter move and a counter to the counter.
Yeah, it's concerning that he can't disengage from these blocks. And then I see, him on the edge. His pad level is high when he goes around. He doesn't have that lean, that dip that you see from edge rushers. I mean, from what I've seen, I know the scouts are tantalized by the athleticism. I wouldn't have him as my I wouldn't have him in my top 5 of edges in his class. I mean, Mike Green and James Pierce, if they didn't have the off the field issues that are plaguing them, they're clearly ahead of him. And I like both kids from Ohio State better as complete defensive ends. Sawyer and the JT kid, Tuiamola. I like both of them better. And I know they have. I'm perfectly aware they got 2nd-round grades, but I've seen them compete in national championships against very good teams. I've seen them compete in the Big Ten. I like them better. Okay, he's outside in a 2-point stance. So he's standing up as an edge. Yeah, just got washed right outside. You like to see him get that tackle to overextend and to overcommit and then go back inside and cross his face. But as you see, he didn't do it. He just he lets the tackle carry him outside. See right there, that's where you want to see him counter and get inside and cross his face. But yeah, but he gets washed. He gets washed outside. And the quarterback has an easy lane to make an easy throw. Man, you got to stop showing me this kid's pass rush tapes. I'm about to drop him to a third round grade. Here he is in 2 point stance again. Yeah, it looks the same as. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but it looks the same. Mirror, try to speed. Yeah, outside on the ground.
When I played offensive line as a what was I, like a 13-year-old, something like that. I played inside, and the
Mhm.
easiest thing for me to do is allow someone to come in to come, engage me and try to go around me. Like the
Yeah,
hardest thing to do is to block somebody. They try to go inside, but they try to go around you. It's so easy because all you gotta do is
you
open
let.
up wide and and
Yeah,
just put your hand right into their shoulder pad and just
the
just
quarterback
bat them out.
the quarterback is comfortable. I hope you hear about he gets a lot of hurries. I hope they're not scoring those as hurries, what you just saw there. I mean, he's sniffing the quarterback's ass, but he's not getting really any pressure on him.
Yeah,
And the most important
very,
things, these are all one-on-ones. I
very
really
concerning losing one-on-one battles at this level.
one-on-one at this level to everybody. Um, I don't even know who that tackle is from Syracuse.
Arkansas,
That's Syrac- that's Syracuse.
Arkansas.
That's Arkansas. I don't even know who that left tackle is. Um, I mean, I can understand losing some reps to Membo and Will Campbell, but a lot of the tape I see him losing to guys that I don't necessarily know if they'll be guys on Sunday. He's in a 2 point stance again, and yeah, he gets washed on the ground. He got a little better pressure there, but a lot of it is similar. The offensive line then mirrors him and lets him get outside. He doesn't really force the quarterback to step into the throw much. It just looks like a was that an incompletion? Yeah. I mean, it just wasn't a great throw, but I wouldn't credit him with making that an incompletion. You didn't really force the quarterback to yeah, he didn't make him uncomfortable. I mean, the more I see of his film, the more I see of a similarities between him and DeMarcus Walker. I'm being honest. I'm looking at what the film. I'm giving you a NFL comparison based on what I see of his film.
DeMarcus Walker is he's a practice squad player for the Bears.
I'm just saying he started some games at the NFL level. He started for the Titans. He earned a contract with the Bears and became a starter. I mean, I think the thing with um, Shamar is the athleticism obviously represents a higher ceiling and it's untapped. So yeah, you hope that you can you know tap into that and get a better player than DeMarcus Walker, but there's nothing. I haven't seen much Shamar Stewart take that excited me. The most exciting thing about him is the physical tools that we saw at the combine, but that does not translate on the field from the tape I'm seeing. He's kind of head up on the tackle.
So this one we got him against the run. So maybe he's just not a good pass rusher. Maybe he's better as a run defender
Oh, I
from the
like him as a
outside.
run
Let's
defender.
see. Let's see it.
Great pursuit. That's where you see the straight line speed. That was him that made the play in the backfield, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets off the ball fast there. He's real instinctive in the run game, and this is not just on this play. This is me watching his film. He's real instinctive in the run game. He's solid at the point of attack, and he can chase down ball carries. That's why I say he does have a home in the NFL as a future starter. It's just that when you're talking top 10, you're not trying to take a guy who is going to be single digit sacks and a good run defender. Um, but those are the things that you like about him. He shows up on film in the run game consistently. Yeah, that's good athleticism. You can't leave him unblocked on the backside. Yeah, he catches that ball carrier from behind. He's able to make up ground on the play side, and he takes very good angles too. He didn't make the tackle there, but what you like is he was able to get into the backfield and he was able to push that lineman back. And the running back has to cut back to the middle. He did his job. Again, he shows up in the run game as a guy that can hold the point and set the edge. And right there, that's how you want your edge to set the edge. Yeah, he wins that rep. Gets into the backfield, um, makes the running back reroute. He set the edge there. You like to see your linebacker finish that off at the line of scrimmage, but uh, Shamar does his job there.
You definitely want to blow up blocks, especially in the run game. If you can't get to the ball carrier, blow up the blocks so the next man can. So that,
And
yeah,
and,
I
and,
agree.
and he, the initial he's in the backfield after the ball is snapped. And he said that running back is getting around the edge. He has to cut back. Now he did like he got positive yards in that, but you like to see your linebackers clean that up a little bit more at the line of scrimmage. So, but for Shamar, he did his job. Kudos. You get in the film room, you won that rep. The coach is telling you good job. He's telling that linebacker, let's get that running back down to the line of scrimmage.
So he got a helmet sticker there. So how many helmet stickers would you give Shamar out of the 10 plays that we watched?
Only the ones on the only the ones on the rundowns. I haven't been impressed by him as an edge rusher in the film I've watched, and I've watched a lot of film on him. But he stands out in the run game. He sets the edge. He's going to be a nice player. He's going to be drafted in the first round because he does show up in the run game, and somebody's going to feel like they can tap into that athletic potential. And at the end of the day, you know when you draft him, you're going to get a guy who shows up in the run game. So you're going to get a guy that can at least give you 50 snaps. It's just that for my money, that's not what I want to pick.
I would not spend the first round money on Shamar Moore. I would prefer to look elsewhere. The word for me for him is project. We don't need any projects in Chicago right now.
No,
You can do
no,
that. Yeah, you can do projects in maybe New York Giants, maybe Green Bay Packers. Garbage teams. They can take projects.
or really good teams that don't need you to come in right away and contribute. He can get in Buffalo and play behind some of those better, edge rushers. But the thing that concerns me is not winning one on ones. That's the concern at the collegiate level. So it's mighty presumptuous to think that you're going to get him and coach him up and have him winning one on ones next year.
Agreed. All right, that's Shamar. Let's